Hey guys, what's going on? My name is LaserFighter111. You full fast forward and rewind controls now available in the archive. Hey, in this episode, we're going to be essentially completing, I guess. We're going to be going into the finale, is what it is. It says. So this might be the last episode. So yeah, I might actually take a look at the challenges and stuff, just kind of like as an extra after it's over. But yeah, definitely, I'm interested to see how this is going to end here. So yeah, for the nightly show, there's just time to catch up on what's coming up later tonight. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the...
Evening, Alex. I know lately what we've been putting out has been little more than government-prescribed drivel.
Yeah?
But I'd like you to pay particular attention during tonight's show. It's important.
Okay.
It's also worth noting we're still having problems with the equipment. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue.
Alright.
Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now, so make sure you use them to keep things lively.
I get to do this all by myself now? That's pretty dope. Alright, let's see. One of the stuff's gonna come in. Kind of a messy day here. We're gonna start possibly on number 3.
Sorry, no.
Okay. No worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year, but it's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, okay, Megan Wolf, I guess. They say.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
tonight. I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale. Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a store.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future. And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Live from the Channel 1 buildings in the heart of the capital, it's The Nightly Show.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Cases by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Splendid, that's the ticket.
Hey!
Well, Megan, first up,
What?
we
Come
have
on.
our
Trying to
hamster,
change the camera 3 here.
Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adobe stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal.
I meant to
and
hit
like
this
that,
one,
not waking
but
up.
whatever.
But let's
I guess that
just
works.
see if we can. Oh. Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Chinks has actually gone for a little wander, but I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Oh. Those are our Nightly Show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Yeah!
Right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare compared to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's not about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So, you own
I wonder who this
6
is supposed to
restaurants,
be,
You've awarded 9 Ballon d'Or across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then you get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we've got to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then straight into the pan.
So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah.
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Okay, egg.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? A nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed. Yeah. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that.
Damn it.
Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
So, you own 6 restaurants across 5
What
territories.
the fuck
Which is your
is that?
favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. A bit of flour into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right?
Son of a bitch, dude.
Lovely. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely, okay.
Right. Brush a bit of water around the rim. Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely, okay. Egg. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my God. You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, that
Forgot
is
about that.
delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope. And
So
we'll
much
send you
going
back
on
to-
right now, yo.
So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this still life and the future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungley's. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed. He says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please. Happy with that.
Son of a bitch, dude.
You're 8 years old and you are from Smugly. We absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade. You've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering, it's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Go away.
What?
We'll be back after this.
I'm about to switch, dude. Relax.
The old vision mix is getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. Expect your kit will be deteriorating a bit more in this next segment, so be careful. I can't stress enough how important it is that we keep the show going tonight.
I'm on the bus tonight. I'll get cars.
Just tell me what's gonna happen in the show. Stop putting me on freaking suspense up here.
Daily record of 4% fertility.
I was about to say, like,
Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9% fertility rate here in Territory 2, who saw an unbelievable 191 births today.
wow.
Nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight.
I like how it's like furthering the lore of the story here.
No rainbows in sight over Territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend
Spain and Portugal. I guess it's territory 3 and 4,
The
no?
happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars. More of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive fertility peak of 23 new arrivals. And finally,
Jenny, where's Glyn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandmother.
Oh, he's writing with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandmother.
Who am I gonna start off? Probably Megan here.
Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Oh, okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security and they're already on their way.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay, 10 seconds, so position.
Disturbance, huh?
Okay, this time you've said it. Laughing, and we're going in 5,
Fucking
4, 3.
Alex Jones or Alan James or whatever his name is.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
Oh, I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Oh, well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole. Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in.
Okay. Whew. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I'd better bring her out. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Oh, welcome, Julia. I'm so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the S-Effect buttons.
Shut up, Bozeman. Do your
That's
job.
right, it's that part
Stop
of the show
watching
where we
me.
pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time.
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I can't. Okay, so don't judge me, okay? What I do is, oh God, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're all friends here, come on.
Oh, okay. So I only have one bra, okay? And so one day a week I wash it. And on that day, I can't wear it.
No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Who kind of fucking used this camera, man? What kind of camera work is that?
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Where did you find that monstrosity? I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
I guess we'll change to it. No uses super zooms like
It's
that.
my go time. You go. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Let's go so much. Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out. How is it?
Fucking
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go! Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it.
I want to
Do it. She's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Wow. Gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth. And my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay, it really was, wasn't it? But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
That's right, you join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drinks.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just me that does that.
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle, a bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Having fun down there, knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
Oh, there we go.
it's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can we?
Absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher calibre of guests.
Nearly, it's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. Lovely. I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. You can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrap.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... sorry, that's not supposed to...
Well, we're out of time, I'm afraid, Megan. It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
Right, it's coming up soon, Alex. You'll know it when you see it.
Will
Whatever
I?
happens, keep the show going.
All right, I'm excited. Let's do this. Jeremy Donaldson was in there. I could see him.
You elected advance.
We've been through a lot since then.
Hey, I didn't do too bad, actually. I didn't fuck that up too bad.
War, sterility, rebellion, and the loss of those we love.
But through it all, there has been one constant.
You and your unshakable support.
And so...
All right. I'm excited for this next thing. Apparently it's supposed to know what when I see it, huh?
So we're not concerned with the resurgence of our disruptors? Thankfully, they're not strong enough to be a threat, Mom. Public opinion was never truly with them, even at their peak.
Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Sarah, we've had a couple of the crew mention seeing suspicious activity in the loading bay. Men in balaclavas or some such.
I'll check it out. I'll come with you. Thanks for letting me know.
Just make sure we're not all about to get blown up, eh?
I think that's unlikely.
I'll go make sure everything's ready.
Well, I hope when I take over as the new regular host, things become a little less chaotic.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh yes, didn't Bozeman tell you I'll be here every night?
Wow.
You took a chance on us.
I missed that
in the
meeting.
uneven past.
I was at an appointment.
Oh, well.
You stuck with
Don't worry, it's not like you're being fired or anything. You'll be culture correspondent or some such, you'll be fine.
No.
Please don't be upset. It's nothing personal. It's just good for the ratings, apparently.
Advance.
Of course, Prime Minister.
10 seconds.
Jenny?
I'm on it.
Megan Wolf is getting
We are
replaced.
going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show, where I'm joined once again on the couch of chat by Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, who's agreed to answer some questions from the public.
They're always my toughest critics, Megan.
Indeed they are. So, first up tonight is a question from one of our elderly viewers, and she's on the line right now. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. What's your name and where do you live?
Hi, Florence. Thank you for calling. You're on with Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Do you have a question, Florence?
Yes, I do have a question. Yes, I do have a question.
Okay, would you like to ask that question now?
Oh, yes. Right you are, dear. Prime Minister, with all that hard work on your hands, how does your skin manage to keep that healthy glow?
Oh, bless you. What a lovely question. Oh, well, I suppose with my line of work, there's not a lot of time for a skincare regime, as I believe they call it. So I guess I've just got my mother and father to thank. I suppose I've just got lucky genes.
Lucky jeans? Well, that's what my Clint calls the denims he was wearing when we first... Well, you know.
Yep, thank you for that question, Florence.
Your Clint sounds like a right one.
Oh, he is. He'll be 44 years married this June, but he still finds the energy twice a week to give me a...
Thank you, Florence. Thank you.
I wish I could say the same at her age.
Everyone needs a Clint, eh, Prime Minister?
Or a Clara, perhaps. Megan? Or a Clara.
Let's go to our next questioner tonight. He's calling from right here in the capital. Hi, caller, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you, Megan. Yes, just about.
Whoa, is it Jeremy Donaldson?
Well, I think we all know that voice. Good evening, Mr. Donaldson.
Good evening, Prime Minister.
Do you have a question for the Prime Minister, caller?
Several, actually.
Well, maybe it would be better if we tried to get a better line. I could have the station call you back.
Don't worry. I've got a much better idea.
What's going on?
It might be what you call a surprise guest. Our second of the evening.
Oh,
Please
what?
welcome Jeremy Donaldson.
What? Are you kidding? What? How the hell did that just sound?
Man, it's a wanted criminal. What's that CCO, for God's sake?
Don't worry, Prime Minister, I'm not harmed.
Sarah?
She's not here at the moment, Prime Minister. Well, I'll let her the moment she returns. If we can find the keys to the studio doors, that is. They've been locked and no one knows where they are.
That's uncharacteristically careless of you, Jenny. You know there's only one way in and out of this studio. A peculiarity of these old buildings.
I'm sure they'll turn up.
That I did not expect, my friends.
Come, Prime Minister, what are you so afraid of? Only a woman of your stature can withstand a few questions.
For the viewers at home.
Very well. I can't say I'm impressed with this irresponsible stunt, but believe it or not, I used to have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Donaldson.
Is that an attempt to flatter me, Prime Minister?
I'm not. It's true. I've watched you sink your journalistic teeth into the great and powerful. So, out of respect for the man you once were, I'll dance your strange little tango. But I warn you, Mr. Donaldson, you better be nimble on your feet, because you'll only have one chance to tango with me.
Well, let's put on our dancing shoes then, shall we? I'd like to ask you about sterility first, Prime Minister.
Yes, a terrible situation.
Caused in no small part by the actions of your government.
Well, we can't control the weather systems that unfortunately
Unfortunately spread the fallout from your bombs in an even layer across the territories.
That's what our scientists say, yes.
Stillbirths at an all-time high, along with babies being born with terminal birth defects, babies that your regime somewhat callously refer to as unviolence.
It's just a word, Mr. Donaldson. No need for conspiracy theories.
If you say so. How many unviables have been born since Liberation Night, Prime Minister?
Too many. Way too many. I mean, obviously I don't have the exact figures.
Oh, I believe we do, Prime Minister. Yes, there have in fact been 2,581,280 unviable births since Liberation Night, according to official government figures.
So, 14 million deaths on Liberation Night, and then another 2.5 million infant mortalities. Assume you actually managed to count them all, which, given the limits of bureaucracy, seems extremely unlikely.
I'm sorry, is there a question?
You made a decision one November evening 5 years ago, and as a result of that decision, 16.5 million people are dead. Prime Minister, do you have any regrets at all?
Of course I do, Mr. Donaldson. I regret every grieving family, every life destroyed. I came into politics to help people.
You came into politics to help people. In that case, Prime Minister, where did it all go so horribly wrong?
Well, Mr. Donaldson, Miss Wolfe, I suppose this is where we all have to put on our grown-up trousers, isn't it?
Please do not patronise our audience, Prime Minister.
Oh, why not? That's how they like to be treated. They want a government to keep them safe, happy, equal and free. That's our job, you see, to make a perfect circle out of that impossible square. And if we can do just that one impossible thing, then they don't ask a lot of questions. They're not like you two. They don't want to see how the magic trick's done. They just want to gasp at the miraculous effect.
So it's the public's fault?
So, it's no one's fault. It's just the way things are. You asked me where it all went wrong, but the ugly truth is it never did. I weighed the advantages of action and inaction, and I acted. And without making these tough choices, we would not be where we are today. I believe any decent leader would have done the same.
Any decent leader?
Have you forgotten how things were before the new future? The homelessness, the despair, the billions abandoned to a life of miserable poverty. That's a form of death too. It's just much, much slower and infinitely more pernicious.
Any decent leader?
Yes, any decent leader.
Including Peter Clement?
Peter was my best friend.
Is it true you never told Prime Minister Clement about your plans for Liberation Night? In the weeks that followed, you fought with him repeatedly and passionately, didn't you?
We've spoken to staff from Team HQ who claim to have overheard several
private conversations? Yes, we disagreed. Frequently and loudly. That was how we worked. That was why we worked.
Until you didn't?
Yes. Yes, until we realised that we no longer shared the same values.
Values like compassion, Prime Minister.
Dare you? Everything I've done, everything is out of compassion. But sometimes love needs to be tough. And Peter, well, Peter never understood that. That's why I called him my conscience. And now he's gone.
You need a moment, Prime Minister. Perhaps now might be a good time for us to show the viewers at home some footage that has found its way to me. It was filmed in early December, 5 years ago. Jenny, can we have this prepared on screen 4, please?
Yes, Jeremy. We'll need a couple of minutes.
You're right to continue, Prime Minister.
Peter was the heart of advance. People loved him in a way that they've never loved me. They find me cold, emotionless. But I have to be strong. I'm a woman. I can't show tears. I can't show weakness. I can't show this. I would have thought that you would have understood that.
Are you sure you don't need a moment to compose yourself, Prime Minister? I'm sure we can cut away to something about buttons.
This is cruel. Advance are guilty of many things, but we were never cruel.
Well, I think that's up for debate.
Please, just I need a minute. Just point that camera away from me.
I have a question, Prime Minister.
Fine. Just ask your question.
Why are there no tears on your face?
Oh!
Oh, well played, Miss Wolfe. Well played.
Holy shit!
That would be the security services. They're here for Mr. Donaldson and to escort me safely out of the building. I very much imagine this will be the last broadcast any of you ever make.
Jeremy, we have to get you out of here now.
Except there's a small army directly outside the door, and I believe there's only one way in or out, due to a peculiarity in the design of these old buildings.
She's played us.
I can't go back to betterment.
And yet to betterment you will surely go.
Don't you worry, Jeremy, we won't let them take you.
Oh, perhaps you'd like to join him. After all, aiding and abetting an escaped convict is, of course, a crime in itself.
Leave them out of it. This was my idea.
Where
surrender. There's no need for violence. I have to know. There's no need to rest.
Tango received, ma'am.
Hot damn. Whoo!
There. No serious damage.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Don't let it all be in vain.
If you play that footage, Alex, which I have no doubt is illegally obtained, you will be joining Mr. Donaldson in betterment.
Whoa.
Do you have a family, Alex? Perhaps you'd like to think how well they'd cope without you. Take him away.
The
Jesus.
footage. Alex, you have to play the footage.
I want this shut down now. I want you to cut Alex Winston off. I don't care how you do it. Just
What's that? Sorry, Prime Minister, the tannoy seems to be broken.
if this footage is shown.
I wasn't going to play it anyway.
Apologise to our regular viewers of the nightly show who may have been upset by some they've had to witness tonight. Clearly his time on the run has affected Mr. Donaldson in ways that could be considered upsetting. We're going to be going to the adverts a little early tonight, but before we do, I want to say something to you all. If you have been disturbed by anything you've seen tonight, please make an appointment with your local cohesion centre, where experts will be there to advise and counsel you. And, of course, they have the power to prescribe. Please be reassured that Mr. Donaldson will be given the very best of care in what I'm sorry to say will probably be a long and arduous process of betterment. Maybe, one day, when he has completed his reformation, we may see him again in this very studio. This programme will be back tomorrow night, but to ensure that you always have access to the heart of government, I will be the new regular presenter, assisted of course by Megan Wolfe and her team of top reporters. I, for one, am pretty excited about it. The security services will examine the footage Mr. Donaldson claims to have acquired, and should it be in the public interest, we will, of course, release it. But not at 6:30 in the evening, and not on this show. There are proper channels for such sensationalism, and the nightly show is certainly not one of them. That's something Mr. Donaldson never understood. The news is a dangerous thing. It needs context. It's complex and multifaceted. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes, it's better not to know. My name is Julia Salisbury. Have a peaceful night.
Hot damn. The new future.
You two, come here. I'm so pleased to announce that the audiobook of the first volume of my autobiography, Advancements by Julia Salisbury, is now available
Please.
for all.
Don't arrest me, I
Stories
love.
from my formative years in the
I need
uneven past
this job.
are lovingly narrated by national treasure.
I understand why you pulled this childish stunt. Can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. For a
Not all
friend.
schools had uniforms back then, so I
happen again.
wondered what would best
No,
show off my
it
emerging
won't.
womanly curves. After much pacing, and I confess, a few tears, I settled on the
Damn.
zip-back
Good.
boxy
Let's get back to
pleated
work.
skater skirt in
Crazy, dude. That was insane. She's gonna be taking over as the presenter. Megan Wolfe got replaced. Oh man, man. If I ever do this again, I'm definitely gonna need to go out the government and try and take it down. But yeah. All right, that's gonna have to be it for today. My name is LaserFighter111. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content, and I will see you guys later.